Welcome to Kiwis and Dragons, a D&D adventure from Aotearoa in New Zealand, the home of hobbits. Our intrepid party of adventurers consists of Duncan Daynut, a fighter with a heart of gold and a brain of turnip.
Grandma Daynut used to say, it's time to drink beer and kill necromancers, and I'm all out of ale.
That's beautiful.
Undrövamis, a drowned necromancer with a fascination of death and a mystery to solve.
A journey begins with a single step, but so does falling off a cliff.
And Tish Duskwite, a gnome bard that sings like an angel and talks like a mugger in a dark alley.
So, I'm still coming down off, the whole Christmas buzz, and I was thinking of the important things that I received from my Dungeon Master this year, and so I've summarised it like this. 5 magic missiles, 4 trapdoors, 3 bloody spiders, 2 ugly goblins, and a signed copy of Tarquin the Honest. Available for more Denny's.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
And when you've read it, rate it on Goodreads. There's some really good comments on there. I was going to put mine on earlier on.
Good read.
Skjold Gunvaldsson, a war cleric of Rowan who lets his hammer do most of the talking.
Långt kommer man ihåg vad ungdomarna vunnit.
What? Yeah.
For a long time you will remember what the youths have won.
What?
Yeah, same.
Those damn
For a long
youths.
time.
Yeah,
What if they won something they didn't want?
yeah.
they,
Well,
they may not have told us.
they've done good stuff apparently, and you're gonna remember it for a long time.
Not millennials though, eh?
No,
Good
no.
been there.
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah, long
people.
time pre-BC stuff.
Oh,
Someone was.
BC.
the young do things, yes. I don't remember being young.
The young ones?
So long ago.
The young ones do.
Well, thank you for joining us.
That's not the theme song.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. You join us mid-battle. Our group of adventurers have made their way, after taking their sweet time, finding the secret entrance to the dungeon basement of, I believe it's Ordinin, or Dandarin Ordinate. They have made their way round into an underground chamber where they believe they found Hiakin, the devil fiend or friend of Ilvinis. Ilvinis is the crossroads demon they made a pact with. Upon freeing his friend, he will release the contract on our favourite tavern owner's brother.
Simon.
No, that's
That's his
no.
brother.
Yeah.
So a battle ensued. Gargoyles defending their master's kind of sacred space. The necromancer attacking you with poisonous clouds and spells of blight and zombies. But you've done well. Only 2 of you fell. Coming back up.
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
Blowing the dust, forming this runic circle. One of your more spectacular moves.
Yep.
We're at a point where we join back the adventure with the necromancer, who you believe to be Dandarin, stepping round the corner, holding his hands out to you, Duncan, screaming something very motivational to himself about you just bloody well dying. And he raises his hands. Black wisps of mist form and shoot out at you. Can I believe I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Just check that.
First roll of the new year.
Yeah, best I not
What
do
will
it.
it be? What will it be?
Cool. So, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Here we go. Natural 20 coming up. Or something else. I rolled a 7 plus 8. It's 15.
Very average.
You needed a 15. That is his DC. You take half damage, but I'm sure you'll be happier to take half damage. Of,
I don't understand.
so it's 5d12.
What?
I'm sorry.
5d12, but you're not on half, so that's 10 and 11 on the first hit, 21, 26, 30, and
Whoa.
37. There's 37 points of necrotic damage, reduced by half. But I think you missed a trick, so that takes it down to. So let's say 17.
Yep.
Nice, is good. But your ring.
I know. I thought that when I was editing the episode last time, I was suddenly thinking, I've got a ring that protects me against necrotic damage. So
I'm having a good honest DM.
yeah,
So I'm sure you'd have reminded me.
Yeah.
So 17, and we'll take that then again to. We'll say 9. We'll say
No.
8.
Can you haggle?
8.
8.
Haggle.
Okay.
As
Offer him
wisps of
5.
black energy just source from his hands, he holds them out and they just implode into you, and you feel this force, this kind of negative energy just kind of erupt through your whole torso. He looks and he's like,
I'm going to go, that was rubbish.
as he looks at you, he's like, fine, but you do not know what you meddle with. And he will use then his movement, which you use 10 feet of, to disappear back around the corner, and then you just hear the. What he will do,
Hide and seek
from
champion.
around the corner, he will use his.
How's your gin?
It's lovely, Jim. He'll need it now.
No, you don't.
Thought
He's
he'd been
just
doing
gonna go.
shadow
You hear
puppets.
and footsteps up the corridor.
It's got little feet. We could be able to
Tish.
tickle him. Yes.
Okay.
What?
Go.
Is it? No. Yeah, I saw that. I wanted to play too. I'm not feeling very well.
No.
Um,
And in the room that you're in, you
Yeah.
can see now this creature, this devil, bonded, bound in this kind of strange iron contraption. Within this circle, and she's moving, getting up, and you just hear this kind of. Someone free me, help!
and what's she attached with? What's she got? Like little wires?
It's like this massive kind of one of the Avengers Doctor Strange movies. You know, Mad Mikkelsen character. He had that strange suit behind him, that kind of metal one.
Oh!
It's something a little bit like that, and she's in this very contorted position with this contraption of iron bands wrapped around everywhere that just seem to kind of cover most parts of her. Wings are kind of constrained, and her
She's got
neck
wings.
is oh yeah.
Sounds like a bra.
Yes. Or a really annoying corset thing.
Yeah.
Has it got any locks on it that I can pick?
You guys had a look. What you could see is this kind of maybe centerpiece with strange writing on top, which none of you really could fathom out. But
Better not let us try and undo it then. Be here for hours.
Yeah.
I'll get Volt to help me.
Yeah, you can smash it. I need
Yeah.
to think what I don't know what to do. I'm not feeling very well. Should I just cast some cure wounds on myself? No, that feels useless.
Well, alright, I was gonna cast Cure Wounds on you otherwise, but then you can cast it a second, cast on Undra, I think.
Yeah, I can back her up with a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel. How do I help this lady, guys? I can.
I was gonna like wedge Volt's like beak thing in there and like just pop it.
I didn't realise Volt had a beak.
All I had.
That's so cool.
Does it have a beak?
Yes.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Sounds like a mini anvil that you just swing it around all over.
Yeah, because I'm
It's
really
so
strong.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Aye.
It's gone to a place I don't want to be alone with.
Now come along.
Right.
We've got work to do.
Yes. So, suggestions, guys?
I just probably need a hug.
This thing. I'm
Mm.
dying and you want me to hug the fancy demon.
Just give her a wee hug. You might. No? Okay.
No, I think.
Do you want to call Elvinus here? Can Elvinus come?
Yeah.
Can you? Why
You
don't
guys,
we just?
bro.
I'm not here. I'm around the corner fighting a
And
necromancer.
I think not being on the brink of dying, so a stiff breeze won't like knock you over.
Oh.
Yeah, that could be good.
Sorry, maybe kill yourself.
what are you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm curing my own wounds
Okay.
because I'm useless. Like,
That's cool.
absolutely kurotake when I'm not well.
answers.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is
nice. Well
It's a
done.
chemist warehouse. Thank you.
Like
No
new ones,
sponsorship.
or they're the ones you've always had, but just
No,
never
they're-
bring.
They're new ones, and they've got like a okay for like computer, and I win an extra 0.5 for my blindness. It's important things while we're curing wounds.
Yes.
I will cure wounds on myself. I get to touch myself. It's instantaneous. And if I feel like casting it at a second level or
If
higher,
you got the spell slot, then go for it.
yeah, of course I have. I do actually. What does that mean? The healing increases by 1d8.
So
Yep, so-
2d8 plus 3.
So I'm going to go at a second level, and I'm going to do an 8. Oh, which one's that? The funny one, eh? The cute one.
No.
No, that's not it. Oh no, that's the 10.
Yes.
I want that one.
That's one. Yes.
Look at me learning. All right, and so we'll just whack them out. Plus my
Not dimension.
spellcaster modifier. Remind me. You think I haven't played this ever?
Yeah.
7 and 7 is
Not
14.
like 87 times.
87 hours.
Plus my other thing, which I can't remember.
3. Your charisma bonus.
Oh, my charisma bonus. Yeah. So what is it? 14, 17.
Beautiful.
I did counting in my
That's a
head.
really good roll.
Well
I'm
done.
sober. 17. And so I get 17.
You just kind of sit down for a second, like, whew. This is kind of glow around you, and all the kind of wounds start to knit up. Yep. Anything else for you, Tish? Just hanging out there? You moving? Duncan, be ready.
Oh, I just asked Hiakin what she needs. That's it. I just go, what do you need, love?
Duncan, you're up.
Right, I'm going to run down that corridor to the corner and see
Oh,
what I can
jeez.
see.
You're a bit ouch.
Fuck him up real good.
So you can get to there in one run. Do you want to dash?
Yes, I'm going to dash around the corner.
25, 5, 10, 15, 20, just out of reach. And as you kind of bolt and dash, you can see this cloaked figure now just kind of hollowing along the corridor, just
Ugly, didn't
now in front of you, just looking kind of weary. And as soon as you bolt around the corner, he just looks, his eyes look over the back, and you see this kind of like, and then, yep, that's your action to dash. A bonus action of anything?
I don't think. I
Okay.
can't. No, I don't.
You've
I don't
used
really
your
do
second
bonus
wind,
actions.
haven't you?
I've
Yeah.
used all my things really.
Okay, but he's right there. He's just unfortunately just within reach, just out of reach of you. But yeah, he's maybe 10 feet away.
it? Spit at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
They might have raged.
From the main room, you hear this from under this hooded cloth. It says, just get this thing off of me! Help me! And this creature now just blindly flailing around, like just kind of moving and stepping up. But at the start of her turn, she does take damage from your Valkyries.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, she shouldn't have been evil, should she?
Oh, let's not be so quick to judge, eh?
Yeah, she could maybe cook us a good roast, you.
Alright, so I think there was 3d8s.
Does she make a save or a roll? Or?
Yes. She actually makes a wisdom saving throw.
She'll make that with a natural 19.
Right, so you only take half damage then.
Yeah.
See? Yeah. It's gonna be easy peasy. That's rubbish. So, rounded up or down, because...
I ran down. I normally run down.
Alright, so 4.
You always look so surprised.
Or hard. Or
No, 4
that's
half,
all right.
yes.
That's all right. Everyone helps, and you just say, ah! And is that what kind of damage is that?
Radiant.
Radiant. Okay, cool. Yep. Just kind of squeals from and she will try and flex. You see her just like
She flexes.
and just kind of is really struggling
You go, girl.
against the bindings now.
Can I ask a crazy question? Ages ago I found a book called The Book of the Hooded One. What's that about? Can it help us? Does it have spells?
that was about the god, wasn't it? Who's the hooded one?
Yeah. And I'm guessing...
That was a book about the god of death, just a general kind of history and
Oh.
religious type of text.
Oh, let me
But
just
we
write
have
that
got
down
the
so I don't
spell
ask.
book, but
she-
it's going to take time.
She's clearly
Sorry.
trying to break the bonds that are restraining her, but unfortunately, on this turn they seem too strong for her to break. So that is her turn. She just kind of stumbles around in the area, not venturing very far. Shold, you are up.
Alright.
Undra, up to you next.
Yes. So
Sorry.
I remember that Undra was quite injured as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little owie, but you know,
Yeah.
I could
Got
wait.
it. I got you. I remember my job.
Alright. Then I will just call a little cast a little healing on you, Undra, as a bonus action, so I can use my action to
Yes.
try and snap her bonds. So you take 5 healing.
Well, thank you. That was.
There was
that's
2
good.
ones.
Thank you very much.
So, how's your New Year's resolution to roll better going?
Oh, it's actually 6 because. There you go. No, it's not 6 total.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except plus 4. That was the point of my resolutions because I know that's never gonna. I'm not gonna be able to keep that. So
Right. So that's your. So you healed.
yeah, and then I'm gonna try and with my action snap her bonds.
Okay, cool. You would have to make a strength check as you go up, and you just kind of get your hands in there, and you see where she's flexed, and you try and find a weak point. Just make a. Are you proficient in Arcana?
Would not think so. But I'm like strength is my strong suit. So.
No. This is just
Arcana now. No. Medicine, insight.
No. Okay, cool. No. So yeah.
And,
Just make a,
and if I can use like Vault as leverage, to, like
you can make a strength, just a straight strength check.
Yep.
You try and use Vault as leverage. Yep. See how you get on.
alright, come on, strength. So that's a 15 total.
You try and use the kind of the point of the warhammer and just move it up, and as you do, you kind of notice these strange runes on all of the metal bindings, and it just gives a little bit of a shift, but then just kind of almost seems to tighten back into space. And get off! Help!
Shush, I'm helping. Stop wiggling.
You're doing a terrible job.
Well-
Get this thing off me!
Yeah, right, that's what I'm trying.
You're up. Like he's
Hello,
flirting.
my friend. I get the middle leg
God, what? There's more of you.
out of my bag and I say, look, if you're nice to me, I could gift this to you. This is high quality gifting. Now, we would like to get you out of your bonds. Do you know if there is something that we have to say, an incantation perhaps, to undo these bonds?
There's a... I don't know. I can't think. There was a... They said something, and then they just... I was bound, but... I don't, just get it off of me.
Well, that's easy, isn't it?
She's kind of panting, and you can see there's kind of cuts and grazes, there's wounds that are open all around her, not just the kind of the ones maybe caused recently. So she's clearly not at full health.
Mm-hmm.
And as you kind of are speaking to her, all of you notice that there are wears on her body where it's clear that she normally, or he would normally be wearing some form of armor. So it's almost like they have been stripped down to very basic cloth clothing of some description. And from the voice, you can tell that it is. You get the impression it is more of a female kind of disposition.
We have been sent here by Elvinus. Are
Ahead.
you the
He just
person
kinda
we are
shuffles
looking
and just-
for?
Just get me out of here, quickly. You have to break these things. I don't know how. Just try.
Are your belongings here?
I do not know.
I am going to send my mage hand to go and give her a little touch on the... No, okay, parts. I'm going to tell her my hand is coming. And it's going to touch
Break these
the runes that
chains.
line up.
So what are you trying to do?
Just see, play a little bit of Simple Simon. No, it wasn't Simple. Was it just called Simon? Yes. It beep you, but yeah. She can play Simon with the
You're
hand.
touching her, and she spins around, and then this deep voice just "Take things off of me."
Stop flirting! I'm trying.
Is that all you're doing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. Dan rings go. As you turn around, Duncan, you're now following him, separating yourself from the group, and you see him look over, and he just flings at you a kind of a ball of purplish energy, and as it grows and just into you, wisps of magic come off. But can you please make a
You're definitely the right person to follow him and take all of these spells.
another Constitution saving throw, please?
For the next round.
Or high 20s.
Okay, no problem. And this spell just kind of poof, and you just see the strands of energy just wisp off of you for a second. Your vision just blurs, but you kind of shake your head and kind of carry on the running, and your vision just comes back to a good clarity, and you just hear this he will 5, 10, 20 get to there, and as he runs around the corner for a bonus action, you just see his hand come out, and just you see this flame just come out at you, just firing a cantrip your way, because he used a second level spell. So that will be just 1d10. You can, so it's going to be, no, it's not, just hits against the wall as he completely misses you, and just this fiery orb just ignites just in front of you to the left. So 5, 10, 15, and then you hear him just disappear around the corner, out of sight again.
Correct.
Tish.
When I sneezed and the powder moved, was was that powder under one of the symbol runey things?
It was part of this very intricate, detailed kind of
Fancy thing.
this one like single piece drawing, and you blowing it disrupted an element of it. So it's whatever power it held seems to have been disrupted and ceased. What you can see now are very intricate runes. Some of them are familiar. Some that you really have no idea. You'd want to, you'd have to really pay attention to looking. But having spent time with Undra, there are things maybe more, her style, her nature of magic. But yeah. Do you have a whole person as a spell?
No, I think I gave it up for Lent. I think it wasn't going so well. I can make her a pretty illusion to keep her happy. I can smash her with a thunder wave, which I'd rather not because I quite like it so far. Oh, I do!
You do. So there are some particular elements in the very small parts of the very greater circle that remind you of
That.
parts of that holding spell.
Yep.
What you doing? And be ready to go, go.
That looks like the holy spell. How would you unholy spell? How can you reverse this thing? You're wiser than me.
Normally drop that kind of spell when you hold it, but this looks very much more.
Oh, too complicated.
It looks like a very high level kind of spell here, way beyond anything you've ever crafted, and indeed seen what you.
Say it backwards.
Yeah. No. How much of the life have you got?
Yeah, I'm all good.
You're all good?
But you can't see him. He's just kind of
I'm
bugged out.
running after the wizard anyway.
You fellas are all good?
Yeah.
I was going to inspire, but I don't know if it'll help.
Maybe go back up Duncan and see what he's getting up to.
Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm gonna die. I don't have many hit points, but I'll go now. I will move my ass, actually, over out the route. Oh, I can only go how many? 5, 10, 15, 20. I'd like to put myself over here.
Yep.
Yeah, with my little crossbow.
Ready to go. Yep.
There.
Go. No. Oi! Oh, caw-caw! Duncan, I'm near the door now.
It's a virtual ridgeline.
Yes. Yeah.
Far away.
Flat plateau. Duncan, you hear in the distance, echoing around the corner.
I get slightly confused by that
I'll try.
because I would have thought like my colleagues like with all their magic would be doing something useful to like free the demon, but apparently not.
No.
5, 10, 15, 20, 5 probably to there. What do I see when I get round the corner?
He's just in front of you, not far off from like pretty much that. You keep in pace. Unfortunately he has he's got a natural. So he was a 5. He's a bit further away because he's got a 5 foot extra movement than you. So he's just a little bit more further away when he kind of dashed off from you. So yeah, you kind of losing ground every round.
Well, I'm going to use I'm going to dash then to get into him.
Mm-hmm. So you just pull yourself right up into his behind him. Okay.
Yep.
So that's action. You want to do anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else as a bonus action. Really, I don't really have those things.
If you were to get creative, what would you do?
What would I do? No, we're not doing a reach around. That's if I was,
Outrageous.
I think I would try and like just give him like the old heel tap to trip him over.
Cool. Make an attack roll. I'll say with disadvantage because we're being a bit fun here. So.
Oh well, that was a natural one on the first one. So.
So you kind of run up, you dash, and try and put your foot out, but just at that last minute, he just lifts his ankle out of the way, and it was good. And you kind of like crack the edge, and he looks back and seeing you right behind. But good try. So yeah, why not? Let's make it interesting. And it's then Hiakin's turn. Did you drop Spiritual Guard or your Valkyrie?
Yes.
You did, so you dropped that.
But
last turn.
I didn't actually say that in my turn.
Oh, you forgot.
Yeah.
It's alright.
But did you? Were you going to?
Yeah, I was going to.
Okay. Good.
Oh, that's what you did say before you were going
Yeah.
to do it, didn't you, at the end of the last
Yeah.
round?
She turns around and she looks and she says, Someone help me! God, just anybody!
Yes, I will help you. Just be still.
Then what she's going to do, and she says, right, on the count of 3. And she is going to effectively try and break this grapple, but are you willing to give up your next turn to try and help her?
Yes.
Is that 8?
I don't know. Like I wanna. Or do I want to try to do it myself? Alright, I'll either by like putting my foot on her and like hooking
you
it
just,
in
like,
and
both
like
pulling it
and lifting with my legs.
Okay.
So you'll still get
Yes.
your,
Linked up.
on your turn, you'll still get your movement and a bonus action.
That's,
okay.
that's always a good technique, putting it in and lifting with your legs.
Yes.
Yes.
1, and then she's going to roll with advantage.
Because you're big as water crane.
So she rolled 19 plus 4, and the DC was 20. And you just like, suddenly you give a little bit more pressure, and
Yeah.
then, and all these tangles and mass of iron bands just snap up. And in an instant, you and Undra, you just see this kind of like, into this 3-inch diameter ball, which just drops onto the ground.
Pocket there.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
And she just stands up now. This hooded creature, probably like 6 foot tall, just kind of like, and these dark blackish wings now just unfurl and just they stretch out to encompass the whole of this room. Where is that shit? And she takes her hood off, and you see this very feminine face, slightly lighter pinkish in colour, bruised and cut, and she's just like this. He will pay.
Oh, yes.
And then she's going to move her action, and she can use her movement, and she will just pass the two of you 5, 10, and she looks around and goes, "Where did he go?"
Around the corner.
And you see Tish, as you hear movement and voices. This female-like demon who looks very kind of humanoid in some of her features, with these blackish red feathers just charging down the corridor, hopping, and the
So
wings kind
cool.
of constricting to get her through, towering over you. Yep, that's her
I've
go.
got a
Sure,
crush.
you got a movement and a bonus action.
Right, but bonus action, scoop up the ball.
Cool. Done.
And then I'm gonna follow the tunnel.
Okay, so you're going to stand just behind her, or
Oh, I cannot squeeze past.
she's actually taking up quite a lot of space. Her wings are like, you don't know, it's etiquette, touching people's wings. Like,
Right, come on, get a move on.
Yep.
We're chasing him.
yeah.
By him, I mean Duncan.
Drew, you'll go.
You've got the ball?
I've got the ball.
You got the ball. I've definitely got the spell book, yes?
No, you hadn't actually
Oh.
touched the spellbook.
I thought I picked it up and put it in my bag a while ago.
No,
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Do you want to try doing that again?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You pick it up.
Sure.
Your hands touch the spellbook,
The doggies.
And then
and then purple flame just ignites. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
I sure can. Think. Okay. 12, 16.
16 is fine. You manage to just take your hands off at a moment, so you feel that kind of heat and that kind of scalding. Just, I said scalding, not scald. Yeah, and you just watch in front of you as the tome just starts licking up in purple flames. It's getting hotter, and you can feel the heat quickly intensify. What do you want to do?
I want a damn book. I can't think of any way in which I could get the book, and so do I leave it? Do I leave it? I suppose I'll leave it here. Hey, book, calm this shit down.
Kind of spits fire at you.
We can always come back once we've killed them.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, then it might be mine. Aha. Okay. I go and follow my new crush. She's very cool. kind of
So you're
fangirling right
behind. You're
now.
just behind Shoal.
Yeah.
On the little chase up there.
Yeah.
Right. You'll go. So.
The suspense.
This is exciting.
He's got to do something crafty and wizardy now, isn't he? Just so I can't kill him.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if you could just trip up the stairs. That would be good.
Well, I
Just
tried
follow
the
me,
old
please.
heel tap, but that
Yeah.
didn't work.
Should have just heft your big axe at him.
Yeah, I don't really have an action though.
Oh,
that was just the
yeah.
DM being kind to me.
I wouldn't.
Right.
You know.
It's a shame you wasted it.
I did waste it,
Yeah.
but them's are the dice, aren't
Nah.
they? You know.
That's how we roll, isn't it, Sean?
It is.
Yes. Poorly. Yes.
Cool.
But we live to roll another day.
Yes.
Oh.
We get to 5, 10, to about 20 feet away, and he turns around, and you.
Do I get an attack of opportunity because he's running away?
Oh, yes, you can.
Smash
Right.
him.
Come on.
Smash him.
This is where I need my natural 20.
Natural 20.
Ooh, 14. Plus quite a bit low, so
Yeah, that'll hit it.
20, 21.
Which one are you hitting him
Well,
with?
that's the fire axe.
Oh, lovely.
Ilvinis gave me just for this purpose. That's 9 points of damage.
Is that including the fire damage?
Yes, unfortunately.
No? Okay. Okay, cool. As he gets to the top of the stairs, he just holds his hand out and he just inverts it slightly. And from somewhere, this green, and then just whole area, the whole corridor fills with web and like a giant mass of thick, sticky spider web from pretty much where he's standing all the way down the corridor to where you are, filling this entire 20-foot piece of corridor. And he just looks at you and he's like, he hears something, and you see the colour drain from his face. And then he just turns and he will make it to the top of the, not quite the top of the stairs, but he's just about to move out into the house. Tish, you'll go.
Well, I'm obviously in the way, so I can't get there fast enough. How bad is her woundies?
She looks pretty rough. I mean, at this point of a fight, you'd be like, yeah, we've got them! Kind of, that's how bad she looks.
I can't do anything really helpful. So I just get out of the way and say, go baby, go, and take us with you.
So you just dive out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Push back a little.
Duncan, you squeeze into the corner.
So, there's a load of web in the corridor.
Yep.
Right. I'm gonna grab my magic missile wand and fire at the mage.
How many bolts have you got left?
How many does it have altogether? I can't remember.
Heaps.
I've used 2, I know that. I marked them off.
Isn't it infinite?
Probably like 7.
I thought 7.
And you get to fill it up again later.
Yeah, as long as I don't use them all. If you use them all, it might break.
Yes, right. Okay.
7 charges.
All right, I'll just fire 4 then, and I'll just say 1, so I don't want to risk it breaking, because, I am a proper wizard and everything.
Yes.
Ooh,
Heaps.
that was good damage as well. 18 points of magic missile damage.
Yeah. He looks over, and as you kind of cast the bolts as he's about to move up the stairs, he looks at the webbing, and then he looks at you, pull the wand out, and he just goes, "What? How'd you want to kill him?"
Oh! Excellent.
Well, I want 3 in the chest, 1 in the head.
Okay. And that's the bolts just kind of blow out, and there's this realization of holy crap. As he sees the bolts just keep coming, 1, 2, 3, and he tries to move out of the way, kind of backing up the last few stairs, and it's like something out of Platoon. It's bang, 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 and as he gets to the top, the last one just hits him square in the head, and you just hear his head just snap back as he stumbles up the last step and then fall, and you hear this kind of down a few steps, and then all you hear is screaming come from behind you and movement. The webbing seems to now slowly just dissolve into just kind of purplish dust and vaporize out of the way.
Or can I just run up to him and just double check he's proper dead and everything, because he's a necromancer?
Yep. So you get, we'll say you get up to him on the second floor, looking over, and he's just there lifeless. His neck is at a strange angle now, where maybe he's fallen awkwardly, but you're watching him, and then there seems to be no movement. His eyes have rolled back in his head. Looks very human. Yep.
You should have just let us set the demon free. That's all we're here for. You're going to got yourself killed now, haven't you? Although, to be fair, the demon was probably going to do that anyway, so it swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
Pick his pockets, mate, pick his pockets.
Oh, yeah. I will have a look through his pockets, but that might be the next turn.
So I imagine then it's just a quick race around the corridor, and you very quickly make your way around and see Duncan standing, looking down, kind of with his one axe stowed, his wand just kind of hovering down, like wizard barbarian, fighter that he is. And you all make your way up onto the second floor of the house, which we'll go to. Just about here. Just nice and cozy.
Could also be worth going back and checking the book as well, now that the wizard's dead.
Do you do that, Andrew?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately, whatever spell incantation was on the book, it's continued to burn. It's burnt quite hot and fast, but as the time you get back, there are some pages that are, you think, at the back of the book that you might be able to collect, but yeah, it's still on fire, so it would mean trying to rip them out if you wanted to.
Sure.
Um,
Can I mage hand rip them out?
you can do if you
Okay.
wish. You can try, yeah.
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 What do I need to do to try? Just get it to do.
No, you don't. You just needed to say that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
You rip out. Roll a d4 for me.
That's one
Those
of
girls.
these.
Is it worth like doing a dispel magic first
4.
and see if it's magical fire?
I've got detect magic.
I can dispel it.
Okay.
If you think it's gonna work.
4. Okay. You managed to pull out 4 pages of the book. The first one, as you quickly look through them, the first one seems to be just notes, handwritten notes. You kind of quickly shuffle to that to the back, and then you found what you believe to be 3 incantations. You don't spend too much time looking at them. You just kind of file them away in your pocket, but remember that for later.
Okay.
And you are at the top of the stairs as you kind of come walking back, all of you there, and Hiakin is just standing over the body, and she's just kind of looking at you. So, is Venice sent you?
Yes, he said we had... Are you Hiakin?
Yes, I am.
Well, he said we had to come and free you because you'd been captured, which we can see you were now.
Yeah.
So are we all square now?
Get me out of the property. I feel sick in here. There's something about the house. And then you can see she's like breathing heavily and very exastipated, and you're like, she's like, yes.
Well,
She
you
kind of
go
goes to
back to
falter.
hell when you come out of the property.
No, not yet. I need to get out of the building.
I think the closest way is through the kitchen.
Oh, yeah, just take her out through the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take her out, you help her out through the kitchen door, and I'm sure you're going to want to come back and look at things later on. And you get to the kitchen door, and you go, oh, this is better. And she steps onto the ground and stumbles a wee bit and like looks up to the sky, kind of looks for some shade. And at that point, you just hear this kind of like... And from the stables, the shadows of the stable doors, you're like, well, then you guys do such a fine job for me.
Helviness!
Oh, hello. Oh, we rescued her like you wanted us to.
He completely ignores you and walks straight up to her. He almost kind of puts... He's a little bit shorter. She seems to be more broad. And you hear him speaking common to her briefly. Where's your armor? Where's your weapons? I don't know. They took them. And he looks at her and he looks at you and he smiles and then he turns back to her. Do you still have him? And she turns and goes, yes. And this big smile broadens across her face. And he looks and he goes, I believe this considers our debt paid. I will, and he kind of opens his hand and this kind of contract appears and he just kind of like, it just evaporates into flame and ash. I believe that is the soul of your dear friend has been freed. But I must say, if he were to come looking for my assistance once again, we'll be back to square one. I would not recommend saving his soul a second time. But,
no, we will deal with him if it does something that stupid.
I'd kill him myself.
Yes.
He turns around and goes, well, I believe that I might catch in with you time to time.
Well, that'd be nice. We quite like you.
Yeah, I'm building a certain level of affection for you. Well, maybe not you.
No.
I don't think we're ever going to be friends.
No.
But
But it's all turned out all right, Scald. I don't know what you're fussing about. Look, we freed his girlfriend, and they're all good now, aren't they?
Oh, and they live happily ever after, and we... won't ever see them because they're gonna be so in love somewhere else.
He just kind of looks and goes, yes. Right. And then he turns back to her and, does anyone, what languages do you all speak?
Let me just take Dwarvish and Common.
Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
Common, Dwarvish, and Giant.
You speak
And- Yeah.
Okay.
I just know Mish.
No. They start speaking this very kind of broken and, but in a strange sort of way, fluid dialect, which is very hard. There are some similarities to Draconic, but it's not. And then he just looks over you again as he finishes the sentence. He's like, I must say, thank you. You really have done me a big favour. It was a good deal to make. Thank you. And he just takes her arm and whispers under his breath. You can't quite make it out, and the two of them just disappear.
Oh, that was nice, wasn't it?
Oh. It's great, isn't it?
He's been our friend now, so he can probably help us out if we need him.
Yeah.
We just have to bury ourselves at the crossroad, don't we? Is that right?
Yes. 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 You're very good at it.
Yeah, I thought
Yes.
so. Yeah.
So,
So all your gear's still in the house somewhere.
Well, I think we ought to have a good look round the house, probably.
I think so as well.
Yes.
We haven't had a look
There's
in
that
the room.
room over there, and there's a stable.
Yeah, yeah.
Kitchen, did it have anything to eat, like a pie?
So, what are you looking for?
Stuff?
Her things.
Yeah, oh
Her
yeah.
things.
Her
Okay.
armour and stuff?
Well,
And then it's spells or things that
we need to look at the wizard as well, check out what he's
Yes.
got on him.
Yeah.
Cool.
Give
So,
me a pat down.
right, so you go to the wizard first of all.
Yes.
Let's roll an investigation check.
Sure.
With your dead wizard.
I'll let you do that, because I'm
Yeah.
rubbish.
I was gonna say I'll stand guard and roll perception, see if any monster sneaks up.
Yeah,
Investigation?
put the
Is
fluffy.
that what I was doing?
Yeah.
Fluff is already spent.
Oh yeah.
And what? There were 14.
14. Let's say with that. Okay, so a couple of things that you find on him. First thing you find on him is a ring. This ring is very strange. It's it sits on his thumb, and in the ring is a small stone. It's maybe like this, maybe twice the size of your thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and on this stone there is a little engraving of what looks like a face with kind of the mouth slightly open. A very kind of simple, kind of carved, image, if it were. You find a wand on him, and this wand is very kind of crooked, and it's made of. What is it made of? It's made of the same. It's made of a kind of a darkened black metal, and this you believe to be something quite significant, but you have to find out first.
Okay.
And that was just tucked away into an inside pouch in his robe.
Mm-hmm.
You find a bag with 30 gold pieces, a pouch of 30 gold pieces. The cloak seems to be one that was he was travelling in, or preparing to travel in. Yep. And that's it.
Okay, well, I'll take those. And the cloak? Is
The
it
cloak
pretty?
you quite like it because it's that dark purplish kind of finish on the inside. It's very kind of cool stylized webbing in certain parts of it. But yeah.
Good size for me? Little big, little small.
No, it would be good. You're quite
That's a
tall.
heavy- yes, go on, I'll take it.
Yeah, younger, so
Yeah,
it
it's
fits
nice.
you well. Yeah, it's got this really, really cool detailing on the bottom hem, and it's like small spider webs coming up and down along. He clearly, what you found in the house so far, there was a fascination with arachnids. So
Yes, no, we'll leave the cloak, thank you very much.
you don't want the cloak?
I don't want the cloak.
Your auntie.
And this stupid spider
Is it
webs.
magical?
You kind of you look at it, you're not sure. Do you?
Take the cloak.
Thank you.
Take the cloak, I put it in the bag of holding.
There
Yeah.
might be like protection from spiders that'd be quite useful for you.
Controlling the buggers,
Could be.
making things.
Okay.
Thank you.
We could like do some like investigation on it before you put it on.
Well, you
Yeah,
could wear
you
it.
can
We
do
could
that.
throw spiders at you to see if it protects you.
Excellent. Really look forward to that.
Is anyone like saying the
Spider
head
biting?
of this necromancer dude?
What?
Or a puppet.
Do you want his head?
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's rubbing off on you. It's so nice.
Yeah.
I've got the head in my helmet in my bag.
Yeah.
Why
New
do
year,
why do
new
you want his
you.
head?
Just remember him by.
Oh,
Oh,
I'll chop
okay.
it off for you if you want it. Okay.
Okay.
I don't need it. I've got
You're chopping
plenty.
off the necromancer's head. Awesome.
Okay.
Kind of proud writing that down.
Okay.
We'll have a look around the rest. Like we haven't been in this one room. What's in there?
And I'm sure I can use some of my like stabilized dead and to preserve the head.
There we go. So you... Oh, no, wrong one. There we go. You look in this last room, seems to be a dining table, a number of chairs, an uncleared plate in there, looks like crumbs and crusts, and a glass of red wine, half a bottle. There are no spiders in there, seems to be a strange statuette in the corner, some large lounging chairs. And, I will say, to look across the whole house, do you want to all just make one, either a group investigation check or individual? How do you want to do this?
Oh, let's just do a group one and give it a good
Yeah.
sweep.
So do you want to do all of you roll a d20 and add the totals together?
Sure.
Do I have to?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
I got a 5 minus 2, so that's 3 for
Oh,
me.
what am I doing?
Oh.
Investigation.
Mommy, daddy, come on.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is 25.
Okay.
Come on.
Plus 19.
And we...
No,
You got
no,
a nine-
just
so
a-
what have you got?
19.
Just what I said, right? Just take the dice
Just-
roll.
Okay.
So I tell you what, so you got one real crappy roll, thanks Zach, and then you
Hello.
got a medium roll, and then you got 2 really good ones. So I'll say that you search the entirety of the house. You come out with a collection of gold worth 300 gold pieces.
Damn.
Okay. You found precious stones to the value of 200, including a diamond worth 100 gold pieces.
Ooh.
So, and say there's 1 diamond worth 100 gold pieces, and then 5 other gems of varieties, 20 each. You have found in this particular house, you found a headpiece. Now, this headpiece is a dark black metallic helm, and it's got 2 large bull-length horns coming out either side, curling up, and like kind of a number of points running down the centre of the head. Now, there are engravings and stylizations of red on the helmet, and it's not something that you've seen. Like, it's a very strange, very kind of eccentric piece of armour. You maybe wonder if this is part of what Hiakin maybe have worn and has kept.
Yes.
But where the rest of it is, you don't know. You don't come across it.
Okay. We'll take the helmet in case we come across them again.
The carcass of a couple of dead spiders. You found wrapped up in silk a number of dead goats. And
Aw.
food. Bondra, you and I'll say for you, because you've got 25, you find a note, or a couple of notes in the bedside table.
Okay.
After looking around upstairs. And a number of these notes are kind of missives. They seem to be part of a diary collection. And you flick through the diary, and a lot of it's mumbo jumbo, but you're reading briefly about the kind of what comes across to the necromancer as the doldrum of having to maintain this holding spell, and I hope that it's worthwhile. The understanding that what the devil or what the demon has is of great importance, and very important that it not be released. And then you...
It's subjective, isn't it?
Who took the ring?
I've got the ring.
The ring starts to, you feel it. Did you put it on or put it in your pocket? What were you done with the
It's
ring?
in the bag.
It's in the bag. You put it in the bag.
Mhm.
Sweet.
Yep.
No problem. Okay. Never mind. Carry on. And as you finish clearing the house and trying to find all sorts of trinkets, there's other things in there. There's antique clocks. There's statues which you've had a good look over.
Yeah, definitely.
All sorts.
Oh, yeah.
Duncan, whilst they're looking, you pretty much stumbled onto quite quickly a nice bottle of brandy, which I'm sure you kind of sampled to make sure it wasn't poisonous.
Excellent. To write that, Brandy.
And you need to sample it all the way to the bottom because it can be lingering in the bottom of the poison.
Well, the bit I wanted was at the bottom, so I had to drink a little bit to get to it.
Cool. And I will say, as you feel quite proud of yourselves for achieving this and saving the soul of Simon or Tank's brother, you are a bit battered, worn and bruised, but you've got some cool goodies. You've been down to check the downstairs. The tome is now complete ash. You look down there. There's nothing of any interest.
How is Scruffy?
Scruffy.
The faithful hound.
Oh, he went poof poof as you went unconscious.
Okay.
So I'm sure he'll be back again.
That's okay.
Okay. And we will finish with you guys leaving or deciding to kind of rest maybe who you were talking about it, not sure what you're going to do, and we will pick up next session.
Can we just like close the secret door so the dead body's like hidden downstairs so no one's going to find it? And also when we leave the house, can we just like try and be a bit sneaky about it so no one sees us leave?
Sounds good.
I don't know if anyone's got any invisibility left. We're all spelled out.
No, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah, because I think they weren't really using it.
So if need be, maybe do some invisibility to sneak out.
We can look after that in the next session.
Cool. Oh, excellent. Well, I think that was a job well done, everyone.
Oh,
no
yes.
one can be in any doubt.
Good job all around.
Yeah, you know,
Yes.
we've
Professionals.
we helped Tank's brother, and you know, we made a friend of Ilvinis and Hiakin. That can only go well for us, I think.
Yeah,
yes.
because we need more friends.
Yeah.
Whatever evil we have released into the world. Yes.
Oh, that's as you said, that's subjective.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Has this all been possessed by something? Anyway, we'll see you all next week. Thanks for listening, everyone. Do check us out on Facebook and YouTube. My New Year's resolution is to actually get all the YouTube videos done, so hopefully they'll be going up quite soon. Because last week's episode you have to watch on YouTube because it's so funny with the little wizard. It really is. So we'll see you all next week. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.